let's talk about weight and heavy things. This is a 120-pound Trent anvil. It is mounted to a approximately 150-pound stand that's full of gravel. And with all my tooling and stuff hanging off of it, I would say we are approaching 300 pounds. Every time I move this thing around, I risk throwing my back out.
Oh.
If you look around my shop, every time I move anything around that I own, I risk throwing my back out.
Ow.
So I think it's time that I got a crane. Let's see here. How does this old Tom do it? Wow. That actually works apparently. Alright, this is a JIB crane. It's got a 8-foot I-beam on top of it, and I've got about 250 plus or minus degrees of travel. So it'll cover just about half my shop, and actually it will go outside the building about 3 feet. So if I need to pick something out of the back of my truck, I can. But the only thing I had to buy for this particular crane is the beam trolley and the beam itself. So this crane only cost me about $200 total. That is primarily because if it's metal, I tend to hoard it, and I have been hoarding materials for this crane for the better part of 5 years. Alrighty, let's talk about the construction of this crane. At the very top is a Timken spindle roller bearing that actually happens to be out of a steam locomotive number 13 where I work. Our steam locomotives had fake pony wheels on the front of them, and we decided to remove them, and I ended up with one set of pony wheels, and so I cut the pony wheels apart. They actually were independent roller bearing, and that right there is the hub of one of those pony wheels. I cut the tread and flange off of my torch, and so that's a heavy-duty tapered Timken roller bearing up there. And then for extra support, these are actually steam locomotive axles. They're a 5-inch axle, and I'm using those as rollers, and they help bear load directly on this pipe. This pipe is actually 2 pipes. This is the outside pipe is 1/2-inch thick wall, 5-inch pipe, and then inside that is 1/2-inch wall, 4-inch pipe. And I welded the ends together, and then halfway down I cut windows and plug welded them to each other so that way they couldn't flex independently. And then as we go down, I've got fins, and this is 12-inch pipe with a 1/2-inch wall. The lid is 1/2-inch thick, everything's 1/2-inch. We go further down, and I've got more wings, and down to a 30-inch square 1/2-inch piece of tread plate with that is anchored directly to the floor. Back up here, you'll notice I have a piece of angle iron that goes to the wall. I've got 6x6 posts in this building, and they're set in concrete, so they're pretty stout. But this thing had a little bit of bounce to it. It really didn't sag when you picked up something heavy, but if you shocked it, it would kind of harmonically ring in all different directions. So I put the angle iron to the wall, and it was nice and strong this direction, but it would still ring the other direction. And so then I actually put a tie rod that goes to the other wall, and now it is very stable. It doesn't shake or ring at all. It's very strong. And I believe that's all. So we can cut that part out because that seems stupid.
I believe that's all.
I believe that's all.